hello my friends, welcome. Good day, Zola. Good evening, Razola. Hello, Kodomisanthrope. Hello, Prick. Welcome, everyone. Oh, hello, my friends. Welcome. Hello, Lucas. Good day, Zola. Quite fine. Razola. I am overall tired, but not because of this. I am tired overall, but I will manage. Hello, Lucas. I always do. I was adjusting a little bit and re-looking at this map. Oh, what the fuck is happening here? I am. Please, don't be so bad. Not because of this. Be nice to me, game. But I will manage. I like you, game. I always do. Be nice with me. I was adjusting a little bit and re-looking at this map. Oh, what the fuck is happening? Hello.
Well, hello there, my friend.
So I have a nice thing to say to you is that my modeler is currently working on the buildings for Valorant, so I guess we're going to get them done sooner rather than later. Which is incredible news! One which I might not have expected. Whoa! Prozola! You are... Whoa, I trained, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Some echo on the audio. Ready? You see, oh, so many subscribers now. Thank you so much, Rozola. I have only one mic active. There will be no echo. Tell me if you hear something weird. Okay, so thank you so much, Rozola. That's greatly appreciated for me. So today we're going to finalize the layout of this map. This is my goal for today, because some changes have happened in my mind, especially given that a lot of things improved, like in my mind, many ideas in the last few months. You are hearing double on YouTube. Just you. Oh. You are hearing me double. Let me see. Let me see. Maybe I have an idea. So it's actually disabled. So is everyone hearing me 2 times? Because the webcam audio is disabled. It's muted. Time. It's still double. It's still double.
Time to continue
Summoning,
the support.
yeah, time to burn the sky. Tell me if it's still double. Because I have only one active source. It's basically finished, yes. I'm touching up the last details. Weird. OBS updated. Streamlabs updated. I don't know, maybe it's something with that. Oh, hello there, Mephisto. What all the things are changed? Everything was correct. Okay, perfect. So that's great. So before we start the recording, what is the plan for today? I want to finalize the layout of this. Like, this is a base. We know that. This is where another base is basically located. But we need to adjust for 2 more places. We need to have 2 places in which we will have Ur and another Archmage gathering their forces before they attack you. So we need to actually design these additional places, which will be in the mainland. As you can see, there are many expansions. There is a lot of area here that we can use. So yeah, I think today is the day in which we finalize the layout of this and make it look cool and gameplay ready, at least from the layout perspective. So How many human bases? We actually start with just 2 human bases. One which is basically triggered, so I think I will have just some production structure and they will produce units and then I will teleport them. And another one which is actually playing and you can destroy. But I plan to have all of these other bases, like also one more here, I guess, teleport in. And so you have to fight on all sides. This is my plan. Yeah, in the basic one, there are like 2 bases. 2 enemy bases, or 3 maybe. Like here, you start with less and then they increase. Okay, so let me start the recording and let's have some fun with this. Hello, dear people from YouTube from a not too distant future, and hello all the people from right now from Twitch and YouTube on the live stream. Today we are starting, actually we are going back to work on Chapter 8, Under the Burning Sky. And the idea is that we have to finalize the layout. Some changes are going to be implemented here respect to the first time we did this, because I have made up my mind about many things that I want to do. First thing first, what I want to do is to have 2 additional archmages which will attack with triggered attacks and which will teleport away when they are damaged, but they will teleport in a way in a place where it is actually reachable and that you can destroy. These 2 archmages are going to be and another one which I don't remember the name, but one will cast Blizzard and will steal your strong undead forces. That's basically the idea. Then we have many human bases. We start with 2 bases. One base is just production, and this base will teleport troop, so you will have to fight against them teleporting around. And then there is this other base here, which is actually something you can destroy. Moreover, I plan to have additional bases that they will teleport in. They will basically start teleporting in at the beginning, and that you have to destroy fast. A lot of RMB. I said you have to build around the altar. What do you mean? Anyway, so let's finalize the layout of this. So let's go back to our terrain tool now. This is very, very rough. So let me remove all this green grass, which I like green grass, but this grass is a bit too green currently. Like, let me remove some of this grass. As you can notice, this map was built from the original map from Blizzard. So this is going to have much less layout changes than other maps in Re-Reforged, because for this I wanted to keep a little bit of the layout of the original one. Okay, so I will add back the grass. For now, let me just... Okay, so we have a lot of space here, and I guess we could probably make this a bit better. I see that here we have, here's their digrass. We can add. Like, there's a lot of space on the top and on the left, on the bottom. This is a small map, by the way. Yeah. I'm not even sure I need all of this space. Like, suppose I want to build a base here for the humans. Like, it's pretty easy, right? There is room to build a base here, so... Well, the bases will be hostile. They will teleport in, so don't expect them to be built slowly. The Dauran forces will teleport them. My plan is that basically you are not going to be able to defeat all of them at once, so you have to choose which one you destroy. And there is a big choice you have to do at the beginning. Big choice to take. So for example, this is a good area in which we can drop another base. Okay. And this is fine. We can then add more. around here to close up. Okay. Then here, that's pretty fine, but I still think there should be an area in which we have to use the nice, like the beginning.
Lord Arthas, our scouts have found a cache of goblin landmines.
Yeah, the goblin landmines, the most important thing ever. So we need to implement them as well. Yeah, here we have a different kind of roster for Dalaran, so they are going to send more thematic units if you want. We can even add something here behind the base. That would be nice. Ah. No, game, don't do this to me. Okay. This can definitely work. This can work here. Cool, cool. Yeah, this is a bit too more space, and this needs also a bit more space, so I'm going to move it up down here. And I think the stash of goblin landmines be here. Like in this map, I don't think we should creep much in this map. Do you agree with me? Do you think it should be creeps in this map? I'm not really sure. Like, it's the final map. Why are you creeping around? Okay, there. Oh yes, it's too high. Yeah, that's too much. Okay. You know, yeah. Hello, thank you. Yeah, the original, the Frozen Throne, what I mean, we cannot compare Frozen Throne to Ring of Chaos. Like, Frozen Throne was so much harder overall. If we could avoid this being a base, too many bases otherwise. Two bases could be enough. So this can be where the goblin stash is found. So you have to move a little bit to get to it. That's some of this. Oh my god, this looks bad. I would love so much to have the StarCraft 2 terrain tools here. Somebody please give me the StarCraft 2 editor. Yeah, let's stop. Let's just kill the Re-Reforged and work on StarCraft 2. Will you be able to make status and destroyer? This is a very open point. Like, I was thinking about that. Hello, Dagran. I was really thinking about that. Like, do we want to be able to do this? You're basically removing every special unit from the Frozen Throne, but at the same time, they're not properly introduced there either. And moreover, in that place, you have that we can basically have some kind of Forsaken Tech tree, maybe. Just maybe, so. This. You should probably like that. Hello game, please. Do what? Too strict. Look, we have two of them, but need them to be larger. Want tourists to pass through this, not get encumbered. Yeah, something fine. Okay, and okay, that's better. Oh, so here we're not passing by. But here we might have some kind of creep, I guess. We want that can be placed for creeps. Yeah, I kind of agreed. It's nice to have more tools, but I'm not sure that we should have them here. Hello, Tronka, amico, Tronka. Choof choof, yeah. Or did I play them before? Wow, this is so weird. Let me put that back. Bit more room now. Make sure our big armies can pass through. Yeah, we can. Voila. Now I should open this place. Yeah, they're Nerubian, so we're going to bow for the might of Nerubian. So, okay, one thing that I think is that we should basically put the two bases of our special archmages in the close proximity of the main base of the enemy. So one is here, and the other one should probably be here. Now here there was some kind of terrain here that we could use. Let me remove everything in here, and then we can... We do shallow water? No. What is this? Okay, so this. I want to have something. There's also something here that I... Oh, no, game, don't do this. Okay, they connect, so this is great. Not bugged. Hello, game. Close this. Oh my god, game, why are you doing this to me? So let's kill this all. Yeah, I moved the ship into the previous chapter. So it's not needed anymore. There's something I'm very happy of because I'm freeing space for this chapter. be more focused on what is actually going on. Like, I don't see this chapter being very good for having exploration and stuff like this. This is chapter in which you have to fight. That's the idea, that's the goal. Right. This looks very bad, so I need to improve this. Okay, and we go. Boom. Okay. Okay, a bit down here and go here. Okay. Ah. Oh. Yeah. Pylons. I'm blessed, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to use pylons. Too much effort I wasted into making pylons to not reuse them as much as possible. You have to clearly understand that. Here, technically speaking, we should have this for tiles. Okay. What is the broken one? On the not broken one? Oh, no. Here we are. Too much. Better to put it here. Okay. Oh! Did the stream... Was the stream out for a bit? Oh, I didn't notice. Apologize. Even though you don't have much control over that. And here we will put the altar. Actually, not the altar, but some kind of other thing where we can respawn. Yeah, I apologize, I didn't notice. My connection should be very, very good. It's all cable, it's all wired. I'm not using wireless, I'm using all wired cables connection. We have this huge workstation here, which I used to work. This is one. Okay, and then we have another one. We can go on that. And you can create another structure like this. Here we have the two different places in which we have the. Here we can create another small block. Not like this. If I have to be honest, I might actually like the idea of placing this base on an elevated position. Like, let's remove this texture and just have everything being put above. It's harder to get through if we do this conquer. Like in the original one, it was very, very simple. But we are not bound to the rules of the original. I think it's a good way to show these areas a bit more urbanized. Like, this is fine being on the ground, this too, because it's like natural. So one place to go, two enemy bases spawning. It's going to be fun. Oh my god, this game. I wonder if I should create another probation. Like, this should be on the ground, so we could probably connect these two areas. Remove height. Yeah, this is just a forward-based Dalaran, I guess. This is how I will view it. Okay. Okay, so more room. This is basically the limit. Playable area. So then let's not escape the playable area. Okay, this seems correct. Let me see. Perfect. Yeah, I have some other thing like this. Better this way. Okay. Something like this. Okay. Oh, Allura and Sepia. Oh, Mikko! You have... Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for all the subs. That's amazing today, people. Big thank you to you all. Sorry. Didn't notice before. Was too busy. Looking at the map. Okay, so. Perfect. We have some. It's gonna be a very nice space. This is the base. We need to have some kind of structure around. Oh. Yes. Yeah. You know what? Time for some incredible water. Here's my friends. Hi, Alicant. First time stream, welcome to the chat. Okay, you're joining this band of mad people looking at someone walking as if it was enjoyable. One day I will understand how can you enjoy looking at one person working. Like, I understand looking at someone playing or someone working. It's like looking at someone doing its job. Like madness. Madness. It's all that awaits you in sick. Okay, so this can be a very nice. This is the any base you can destroy, basically. Okay, so this is where you can actually go and fight. This is altar 1, altar 2, where you have not actually altars. Like I call them altars, but I will probably have some kind of different thing where they teleport to and which gives them some kind of buff. So probably, I don't know. Or even an altar that they can die and respawn, which is easier for me instead of teleporting. Like die and respawn and you have to destroy the altar and fix this. Like this is actually a simple solution to a very simple problem. And then 2 bases they can spawn, and then here. So here you can have some creeps, here you can have some creeps. Here you can have some creeps, and here enemy will teleport from this. And this is attacks that are not avoidable. The only problem is that this is extremely like detached from the mainland, so I need to have more room to pass. Or if we want to really go all in on this, we can have some kind of bridge here. Which we always like bridges. Who doesn't like bridges? Or of course you can pass through this here, it's fine either ways. Yeah, you stop the 2 archmages by destroying the Altmar. There's a timer, yeah. Tower rush the portals. Yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. Basically just spam towers around this area. I am thinking. Well, actually, probably this should be just a big portal from which they can continuously spawn, like not just teleport. And then teleportation should be done at pylons, which I will scatter around the map. This is probably the best way to do it. This is more like fight area teleportation. Like I want to fix this a little bit. Yeah, this is huge. We like this kind of huge thing, but I think we can have a better solution if we do it like this. Unavoidable that near the portals, near this one. Like the other one is going to be the pylon, so we'll just scatter around pylons everywhere, and they will respawn. I will recreate the pylons, so no problem with that. kind of bridges do we have? Be long, wide. Wide natural bridge. Horizontal. Oh my god. Yeah. Like this can work. Like a bridge like this would work. Actually, by doing this, I could make this actually AI controlled, which is pretty darn nice. Like, they gather here and then they attack. Yeah, exactly. You will stop the trigger attacks from that position temporarily. And then they will try to rebuild the pylon. So I need to create areas in which you cannot build and which you can have the pylons. So we need to design some of these areas. Like for sure we can build some around the base here. I think this is better than this. Oh. Thank you, and Lopez. Yeah, me too. Waiting for the end of it all. Pure madness of it. I love this. Like, they can spawn from everywhere. Ah! Sorry. My bad. Okay. I told you I wanted to have a lot of pylons, and I think I'm going to conquer the world with pylons. Remember, you have access to flying units, okay? So that makes you able to defend against this kind of stuff. The altar is beautiful. No cities, yeah, I'm really looking forward to having no fucking cities to design, yeah. Cities are just bad to design. I don't like designing cities anymore. Like, it's cool, but I've done enough. I designed enough cities for my entire life, I guess. I think there are no more cities at all in Warcraft 3 after where I am. So, that's actually nice. So, a portal from a base you cannot destroy which attacks waves regularly. A base here which attacks with waves regularly. 2 more bases that can spawn, so there's a total of 4 bases, 3 of which you can destroy. 2 heroes spawning and attacking triggering, and then all of these pylons spawning during units triggered, which you can of course destroy. So hello there, lowest entropy. Okay, yeah, I like this. It's time to improve it. Let me say, otherwise, imagine I lose everything. That would be extremely sad. I like the fact I already designed the ziggurat here, so at least this is already done. Oh, I need to change this style, so pop, 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 and I need to bring this. So this is where stuff is broken. I wonder if I should exchange this with this. It can make sense to swap this cool looking things closer to the base with something more ruined. Okay. So now let's design a little bit the tiles of this. Okay. Let's try to mimic a little bit how the city was designed inside, because this is after all the same city. Nine. I don't remember if I am the one who made this C last time. I don't think I am. You know, I really enjoy making terrain. Terrain is always so enjoyable. Okay, so let's now make the city. Life was simpler in classic, you know. You can have really whatever look good because it's just easier. So was this done? Yeah. Interesting. It's surely an interesting effect, so. Okay, and then this. Okay, so we have something which is mimicking. Looks pretty much the same on both sides, which I like. Cannot really look identical because it is a bit different. It's different inclination, but we can survive this, I think. What is going to notice, like, I think I don't want to make this map overly long. So 30 minutes seems reasonable. Don't know. We will see while we play. This is like something, but not much more. If I end up add more time, still I don't want to add much more. Okay. Okay, better. So let's now take the grass trim. Make sure we trim it perfectly. No! We trim it all. I actually don't dislike this structure here, which was invented, so just problematic because we have to build around that, but if we manage. So. Okay, I actually like this. Okay. You want all grass trim. We want to maximize the areas in which there is grass trim because they are the areas in which we can actually build. Otherwise, our AI is not going to be able to build much, which we are sad about. Okay, so we can decorate these areas which are pointless. Well, this can be. And thank you. You're craving more. Okay, so this is the position which you want to be. Let me see how it looks. Where should be the position? Okay, this is where it should be in game. Need to create here. Here we are. I think we want to keep this grass string here. I think this looks nice. Okay. Okay, so we want to build some kind of barracks here outside. One thing that I like a lot is like the barrack style of things that StarCraft 1 had, where you have basically these buildings outside of the base. I don't know if you remember. I really loved that when I was young. But some of the production outside of the base is something I really like from a design standpoint. So I would like to do the same here. Oh gosh. We can build another one here. Whoa! Thank you so much for the sub. That's a lot of sub. Today, amazing. That was a great stream. That was convenient. Thank you all so much. What can I say? Thanks. It means a lot to me. Each one is a huge work of art. I think I'm going overboard with the amount of pylons I want to have in this here. Like, poor player. Going to be fucked. Okay, I like this. Don't think this looks good. Okay, I think this line looks haha, rocky mode. But we're not rocking right now. We are designing the more urbanized part. This is a very nice pace. I hope this map is going to be faster to finish. I don't want to take so much like I did in the previous one. Why are they in the wrong order? Like, this brick should be... Oh, I will show you. Give me a second. So marble first. Marble first. Then brick. Then square tiles. Then round tiles. And white marble. Okay, this is the... And this is the... Oh, I see. Okay, so I'll show you. You go to File, Preferences, General, HD, and then if you want to have my system, you untick everything and place and vote. That's it. And then you have to restart the editor. But the sky is burning for sure. Lord Archimond will have our heads if we don't manage. Okay. So I can expand it a little bit. Because I have ideas. And this, yes. Now it is the right side. Right size. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, there is a better access point, another access point here. Two nice access points. Okay, not really two. I think I should probably... Here we can go with another bridge. Hmm. Can I make this bridge a bit of a problem? Okay. See if we can add. Yes, this should be connected. I really want the player to be able to be attacked from all possible sides without any pity from the enemy. No mercy for the player on this map. And then here we can add some kind of bridge. Okay, so we have double access. Whoa, 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 no. Okay, we enter here, perfect. So this makes sense. So here we need another set of bricks. For what concerns these bases, I will throw them normally. So, and here I want to add. Like, suppose I can create a base. Okay, and then I want to create the pylons. So the pylons are like this kind of structures here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I want to create a terrain around this. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, dun, dun, dun. Finally, dun, dun. Is this symmetrical? It's not. I want to distinguish this from the others. These are the pylons that are summoning a base. I will use this group of pylon to summon the base. Okay, and okay. This seems perfectly fine. Actually, I think I can replace this with more colored version. Okay. I'm having ideas on how to build the base here. This can be a very incredible base from the Dalaran forces. Like the infection of the scourge is propagating all around the base. Not in this area on top. This should be clean, actually. Like these areas are not conquered yet. Need to create some kind of visual storytelling. Like, my idea is that these pylons here are not built at the beginning. So the colored one are built at the beginning, while the other one, these two here, are not built. Like, I can add even one more, I think. Like here. Behind some of these trees, like. And we'll improve the trees position. Like, in these positions here, we can imagine the Scourge having taken this area, but the Dalaran forces will try to teleport back to them. Also here. Symmetrical. This is symmetrical. Okay. Oh yeah. I need to do the thing. Okay. If I want to build this, can I? Yes, perfect. So I can. So that's perfect. Not going to create a problem for the player. Okay. Rain. Have I adjusted the trees here? I don't think so, but let me see. This is Dara Ruins tree. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, so the trees are the right size. Okay, so for what concerns the map, okay, yeah, there is this area here, so this area needs to be decorated a lot. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I always like to finish the rain first if I can. Because finishing the rain allows me to understand better what I need from the gameplay perspective. Now, well, I don't have to decorate Daran for this map here, at least. No. Okay, why are you doing this to me? Okay. Good. Hmm. Okay, so let's just have something looking nice. Okay. They're just off. You can actually think reduce the size of the black. Say even reduce the size of this black because I don't need so much. Like like this is probably better. Okay, so this should be enough. Okay, I think this. Okay, yeah. This should be enough. Yeah, Aaron, I do plan to reforge all the campaigns. So long as I stand. None of you will reach the Sandwell, so long as I stand. Should be. Okay, so this should be where we... No. Okay, so we create again this. Okay, and then we start making. No, this base is not reachable by the player. I mean, by ground. So, with air units, the answer is yes, it can attack it. So in theory, you can still, yeah. Only with air units. So in theory, you can. You still will have enemies spawning from the pylons, so it makes sense that you can, like, you're always going to be attacked, okay? There is no way you are destroying them all. I'm going to add some kind of very powerful guards here, though, just to make it fun, that you cannot just do it easily. Or it's like a challenge. Like, I think I will add here very powerful towers. Destroy everything approaching. Okay, like this. Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I've done this thing to hide them away from the map. I don't know if it makes sense. I mean, nothing prevents me from hiding it away, but is it necessary? Do we want the player to not be able to play? Okay. Okay. Okay, and so here we want to place some of this. Sorry, I was very silent, but I was focused. I just need to focus. You use Kel'Thuzad as a spawning unit, so you will use them to spawn demons, and they will cost. The fact that each pylon is going to spawn troops, I think it's going to be awesome. I'm even thinking, what is the best way technically to make this? Like from a programming point of view. From the pylons. Like I have the pylons done already, so it's okay. But in the previous mission, they will spawn units and attack immediately. Like constant wave. Now here it is not fine. They should like group here. They should spawn some, then spawn some, and then when ready they should gather and attack. The question is, how do I gather and attack? Just send the group. So like two groups, one group will gather, one group will attack, and then once you send an attack, the next group will gather. And when the attack finishes, the next one will go. And each pylon will have its own. Whoa, that's going to be a lot. Yes. So basically, the pylons are going to be rebuilt. So you destroy the pylons, but after a while, they will respawn the pylon, the enemy. This base is going to be only reachable by air and extremely protected with very powerful towers. And this base is going to be very difficult to destroy from the ground, but maybe the doable one. And this base will spawn. And you have to destroy them, and they will try to respawn. So if you here occupy it with your buildings, they will still try to respawn the pylons, and the pylons will respawn troops to clear the area, and then they will try to respawn the base. So I want to give the player the maximum power to destroy everything if so they wish. But I think it's going to be impossible to basically win the mission to destroy everything in 30 minutes. It doesn't make sense. So you have to decide what to do. Do you want to expand? Which you probably need, or you want to destroy this base and then expand here, or you want to destroy this fortress here, like very difficult, but you want to focus on air. Like, all possible. Just choose. Yeah, but I don't want to make a defense mission which is forcibly defense. Like, the fact that there are the pylons, it makes it basically always defend. But I want to give the player, I mean, the occasion to play extremely complex tools nonetheless, but it's nice this map is small. Okay, so we need another one of this here, but it should be diagonal, so this should be white. Natural bridge. Which diagonal are you? Diagonal 1. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I mean, you should have time to expand, but not so much. Like, you have to choose. You have to choose what to do. You want to expand to these areas, you want to attack this because it's very strong. Like, this is the base where Modora will spawn, and this is where Drenden will spawn, or vice versa. Then there is Ur and the other one, which will spawn on this base. There's a lot of enemies. Okay, so let's try to improve the tile look. Let me drink a little bit of water and then... Oh, dagger! There was the water elemental that I missed, so that's perfect. Here's that. Okay. So let's try to improve the tiles, okay? And the trees. So let's try first with the trees. See where the trees should be. My general impression that we could cover all of these areas with some trees. Then we will add maybe some rock more, but okay. Okay. Okay, so that's actually fine. Okay, and it's a bit of a very rough draft. Okay. Okay, here we go. Problem. Which is very rough, but well, no, Lucas. This is I don't want to have this base to exhaust resources. So you can also go only on this base if you want, but it's going to be very hard. Or you need to explore, like, to get the Glyph of Avarice or stuff like this, which I will hide around the map. With Dancer. My original idea was something like Omega, okay, where I wanted to have different types of troops coming here. Then people started to have me notice that no, it wasn't appropriate, so I am going to just have Dalaran. It's just going to be Dalaran. Because in the original, my original idea was some dwarves, some humans. I mean, Archimonde doesn't need to be huge. I can show Archimonde becoming huge in a cutscene because Archimonde ability is just changing its dimension. I want to show this in some kind of cutscene, probably in the epilogue, which is basically just cinematic. My original idea was like having a dwarf base, an elf base, something like this, but I think that doesn't really work because in the lore it doesn't work. So we want to have only Dalaran here. It's just Dalaran against enemy. Well, yeah, I mean, I think this area is big enough. Like, this is where it will spawn, and this is where Kel'Thuzad is. Up there. Okay, so let's improve the tiling. Yeah. I already made a lot of that stuff. Okay, I mean art-wise. So my idea is to have the human expedition being actually all varied. The human expedition, like really human expedition. I'm wondering if for this map I should use the Dalaran Ruins grass. Let me see. Yeah, I think this grass is better for this map. I think everything here with the Dalaran Ruins grass looks just better. Like the train grass is fine, but let's create some rough dirt. Okay. Well, for the human expedition, I want to have different factions with different buildings. Mostly red skins, but like having them being consistent throughout also the Night Elf campaign. This is my goal. I say goal because it's not easy to do. It requires a lot of models. Like, I don't really want the humans to be one faction in calendar. They can become one faction just when Jaina creates the new nation, Terramore, how is it called? They will be in some rosters. Like, I think there is one faction which is more elves, one faction which is Kultiras. I think there are very different factions. Also, the elves will have the white eyes thing, is when they, after Kaltas, blow them up in this campaign here. When Kaltas blows up the Sunwell. Okay. Okay. reduce a little bit the size of this. Yeah, they are. But you say, but why are they in this graphics, not Reforged? I have the Reforged version of this, but just not in this map. But I have that, so don't worry. I have all. Yeah, because you have to understand that Daran Ruins trees do not exist in Reforged. They exist only in Classic and Classic HD. Like Reforged never made them. It's actually a fault of Reforged, not Classic HD. I guess they didn't know that there was something like this. Oh god. Yeah, I basically I took the Reforged trees and made them with the same color because it matches perfectly the ground. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay, yeah. Let's try to create some big extension of the base. Try to look a bit better now. It's starting to make sense. Like We can build enemy bases and gameplay. I wonder if for once I should make gameplay before making the entire details of the terrain or not. Okay. Well. Imported anything here? No, it's all nothing imported yet. This is all the default thing. And trigger select. I have to import everything. Oh shit. But I will. I should actually just copy the previous map object. Going to make things much easier. Dalaran. Okay. I want to give you a small anticipation, dear people, before we depart. That's our preview for the farm, the Dalaran farm, to use in this map here. Okay, this is a bit small, so probably I will make this a bit bigger overall, but I think that this is very nice and very fitting for Dalaran. What do you mean I'm going? Yeah, man. We are almost at the end. I'm going to decorate some more and then leaving, yeah. People, I'm not a streamer. Also, I don't know, like, I guess playing in live stream is difficult as well, but I can assure you that after a while I'm working, I start to become silent. And not because I'm bored, just because I'm focused. So I become silent. 6 hour long stream, yeah, exactly. 6 hour long me working. This looks extremely nice, yeah. I guess it's going to be extremely healthy for me to have a 6 hour stream. Technically we came from this direction. Guess I have some light. Okay, let's see how this map looks in game. So this is one of the last thing I want to do. This was a cool stream. I will have more streams like this. Like, this was good from both amount of viewers, engagement, progress, and also like sub. Who's seeking me? Okay, let's see the actions. Okay, yeah. Base 2, base 1. I think we can appreciate how this looks. Like, your base is so big, I like this, and it's so distributed that it makes it extremely hard to defend, I think. And it's always so awesome how better the game looks with respect to... Yeah, no news. That's the final mission, you're right. Yeah, I think that having this huge base, it's extremely nice, because usually a very compact base makes the game easier because it's easier to defend. Here, it's not going to be easy to defend because you have this huge base that it's basically everywhere and the enemies are extremely close. So you start with enemies all on these areas and all on these areas. This is strange. This portrait looks strange. Don't know. Yeah, we need to make them, I guess. I have to check if I have them or not. Ready? Unique gold mine. Should have unique gold mine, yeah. This is fantastic. I mean, nothing special, but I think we'll have great lots of fun here. And I think this is so small. This is a very small map compared to basically everything else. So. Like, I will have also to cut some space here to make sure you have room, both you and especially the AI has room to build. Like, this has room here to build a base. Like, they just need to build base to attack. They don't need to build base to do anything weird, like some towers, some barracks. Like barracks, Arcane Sanctum, couple barracks, Arcane Sanctum, and go. In here. The enemy will mainly focus on Kel'Thuzad, but they will also attack the extras. Yeah. Really love how huge this is. So let's have a final comparison with the original map. So this is the original. Well, there is an expansion. Reaps. There is a Goblin Lab. This is base 1 and this is base 2. Like, everything is reachable too here. They start with 3 bases here, while I start just with 2 plus the extras. I think my mine is going to be much more difficult. Also, my area is bigger than this. Like, this is bigger. So hard to defend. Oh, really? You have a charm item here. No fountain in yours. That's a good point. You know, this is the fountain of power. This is a good point, actually. Should I had a fountain? Well, yeah. I mean, why not here and here? I find it extremely, I mean, just to get command aura. Like, command aura is not so incredible. That deserves so much. So no fountain in mind. Like, I could place fountain like here and here. Hello, Limusta. Pretty fine. We're closing up the dev for today. The only problem if I place them here is that they're going to be visible when we summon Lord Archimon, because it's summoned there, so... I'm not really sure I like this. It doesn't change much, doesn't it? I wonder if... Wonder why, wonder how. Like if this could make sense. We got some trees. Or even... okay. Underground, what do you mean underground? I'm not a company, so I guess it's difficult for me to hire. Like if I put it here, not convinced. It's too on the ground level, I think. No? If I do it here, how do I reach it? I'm extremely curious. Other solution would be to remove this and place it up here, like. But no, I like this. Yeah. Well, putting structures and units is not the hard part. The hard part is to choose what to place and where. Because if I place them inside the base, it's too easy. If I place them too behind here, that's going to create a lot of problems. Like, I decided to make this ziggurat look much more like the actual. Well, to be honest, I think the best position is this in the map, like this that I have here. But we need to reskin this to feel like belonging to the structure and to be able to and I can hide them when there is a cinematic if needed, like, no problem. No, because I don't want to put something close to Kel'Thuzad. Here there is much more room to move. You can move to defend and go here. You can move to defend Kel'Thuzad and go here. You have a lot of access to this area, while not being too easy to access. Like here. If I put it here, it's too easy. Like, yeah, you need to regenerate your troops. This area here is pretty useless right now. So I need to see if we can invent some kind of thing. But yeah, they actually have. I mean, can we reskin this to look like something less natural? Because this is extremely natural. Do I have a fountain in map 07? I think I don't. There is no fountain in this map. Perhaps there should be, yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's a trade-off, of course. The other thing that it's removing this part. Otherwise, we need to remove this part. Okay, so this seems symmetrical. And then one should place the fountain, like, okay, this is okay, but fountain of power here. This is very close to Kel'Thuzad though, so it's going to regenerate Kel'Thuzad, and I don't really want it. The solution is just to get rid of the fountain at all. Yeah, I think this is even looking better. Loveland. Or make it just mana fountain, not health. This is also our solution. which can make sense to have it just as a mana fountain. Because Kelly is going to be here, like. This is Kelly. It's Lelly Kelly, so. We can open up more. There is more room here for Kelly. And then to get back what we lost. Okay. Something like this can give you a little bit of more visual clue. Thank you, Anchor Twitch. Then here there was so I kept the shape of the playable area, but I actually added more playable area. Now there's a lot more room here. You can have Kelly here, so this is perfect. And you have room here to play. And here I will add not a Fountain of Health, but just a Fountain of Mana. Except for Warcraft 3. Well, technically not much, Mr. Elix. Like, this is... most of my dev work is Warcraft 3. I'm working with Unity. I've done a few Python libraries for research, but yeah, I do work on Warcraft 3. It's just no, it's power. It's all. But I prefer to have only mana and not having power. I think it's better. Probably I will have art start from like this. It'll be hire employees. Everyone is telling me to hire employees now. Okay, pay me a lot, people. And I will be able to hire who you want. Could be hire employee Blizzard. What do you mean? Should I hire Blizzard? Wait a second. I don't think I have $48 billion. I have to check my bag if I have them spare. Imagine. Hiring Blizzard. Hey Blizzard, work for me. He possessed you now. Yes, I mean, people, let's just raise fund here. Like, let's go to Kickstarter and help me raise $48 billion. Original Warcraft 3 devs are often, how can I say it? They are held to too high status. Like, it was the team, the ensemble thing, but many of the things that they did are not really modern. Like Warcraft 3, it was incredible for its time, but now it's a bit old. So yeah, the team was awesome, but if you take the individual people out of the team, it doesn't work as well. Look what happened with StarCraft 2 and Stormgate. I think what happened with the people working on StarCraft 2 and then going to Stormgate shows that the individual dev not always is enough. And I think this is extremely true in any kind of corporate and especially team environment where you have things all together and things can really go sideways. Like, this works because I am one, and by being one, it means that I can decide what I do, and everything that I do is a coherent, consistent, unique vision. Of course it has its drawbacks, like requiring a lot of time, but this is why it works so well. When you're in a team, you can end up in a great team and do great stuff, but if you're removed from the team, maybe you're not that great solo performer that you are, that people think you are. Well, yeah. What's the new thing for this mission? The new thing for this mission? Well, the Aran Tech Tree, pylons everywhere, summoning bases and troops, a more sparse layout, being able to control which demon units will spawn, and 2 heroes here which will attack you with long-range blizzards and stealing your big undead units. And then a lot of attacks. We'll have, I mean, in the original map there is Gnolls, Goblin Merchant, and Goblin Lab. I think I will retain all of them. The only problem is that in the Undead campaign, I never had any Goblin Lab and Goblin... Like, I can have a Goblin Lab and have it corrupted, like it is... Honestly. We could even go with sky barges, reach this area with this from the sky. What am I even thinking? Okay, and all the tools. Actually, now I'm thinking of it. We can have Goblin Mines. The only thing that I'm thinking is that I probably don't like the idea of having the Goblin Shop, because I have never ever allowed the undead to shop here, beside from their own shop. Because I think it's fine to have everyone shop from goblins beside the undead. Maybe if they were forsaken, then yes, but never from actual Scourge. The Scourge is the destroyer of everything, so they should not do this thing that they go to the goblin shop. So probably I will have Goblin Stash, and that destroyer is corrupted, which is shown, and that you can use to hire sky barges to also reach this area using flying units, which is, I think, cool. And a cool thing to re-add, since it's being added in Mission 6, never reused, it's going to be reused here. If one wants to try it, it's fine to do it. Yeah, new additional assets. I was really looking forward to that. Yeah, I had an idea about doing it now, but yeah. So no Goblin Shop, no need, there is this. We'll have a fountain of mana here. This huge big ziggurat. I think it looks extremely cool. Like, you didn't see it in game, but I will show you again it in game. Not everyone has seen it, because I have people coming and going from these live streams. But this was a very interesting live stream, I like it. More live streams like this. So, if you see it,
thy bidding.
yeah. this looks not that big. Yeah, special Easter eggs are different things. Like, a special Easter egg is fine if it doesn't make sense. I think this looks very, very good. We will have an amazing looking map. Small, fast to decorate, I guess. Where there will be a lot of pylons. I invested so much in the pylons that I want to use them as much as possible. Yeah, this looks nice because it gives you a clear vision of this area. Yeah, you must construct additional pylons. You know that I have added the actual sound from StarCraft 2, so... for the pylons. I dread how many pylons I will have here. Like, in the other map they are done like manually, pylon by pylon. I will see if I can do it with Ash maps here, because doing it pylon by pylon seems not a great idea. But still, probably I will have to do it. Or maybe I can do it with arrays. Maybe. Just with arrays and have a set of pylons. Yeah, there are already sky barges, Mr. Kamikaze. In Mission 6 Black Rock and Roll, you can reach the final base through attacking them with frostworms and gargoyles, of course, or by reaching it with sky barges, which you can hire from a corrupted, a blighted goblin lab. And I can reuse this thing here, like we have a blighted goblin lab here that you can use to hire sky barges. Yeah, no more zeppelins for the Scourge. And this strange thing that you see here is the spawning system. Like, these will be pylons, and they will spawn the base. Of course, I need to make a bit more room, but here they will spawn a base here, which will attack then your base. And why is this done like this? Because if they are killed, your base is killed. If you expand to this and your base is killed, they will rebuild the pylons by teleporting them, and then they will respawn the base, making this like infinite unless you keep an hold on it, which is nice. And by teleporting, it's very easy because I just need to place the units, cache everything, and then recreate when I need, which is extremely fine. Yeah, there is a bit more standard game mode. This is macro. So you have expansion, you have defense, you have heroes, you have all this stuff, but yeah, this is more standard. It's not going to be long, 30 minutes, around 30 minutes. I don't know if 30 or 35, depending on how fun I have, but usually people don't like too long defense missions, so 30 minutes should be enough, especially if it's hard. Also, it's a small map, so what should you do? I expect this to be hard, but I want it to be more interesting than the original one. Okay, so I have exceeded the usual time by a long shot. Yeah, but I mean, just place there to show where it is. So it was a very nice stream. Thank you so much to Razola and to Mikkel for all the subs. I think that you were the two, right? Thank you for the hype train. Thank you for all the people viewing from YouTube right now and from Twitch. And of course, if you are on YouTube and you're looking at this VOD in the following days, thank you so much for having the patience to reach this point. I know it's a slow development, but I promise I will get there and it's going to be cool. Remember, you can support on Patreon, on Twitch, on YouTube. You can just like and subscribe. And yeah, comment for the algorithm god that rules over us all. With that said, thank you everyone for staying with me right now. And see you on the next Let's Dev.